And so you have this, which is my younger brother as a picture. I am going to share with you a lot of content today about topics that are exciting to me and I hope exciting to you. So what I want to talk about today are 3 goals that I've had in my work, and you have those in your notebooks, for many, many years. The first is I want to think with you today. The thing I want to think with you about the most, the talent that becomes critical to our country's success and our company's success. My interest is the management and the understanding of talent. And how do we focus on talent in a way that becomes helpful and rigorous to that which we do? And so I want to think about talent and the human resource role in shaping that talent. Now, the assumption behind that is very simple. In the last few months, I've had the privilege of being in Ireland. I've been in Singapore. I've been in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi. Countries have resources which are phenomenal. Those resources enable countries to be successful. In Abu Dhabi, they have oil. What a great resource. In Ireland, in Singapore, the critical resource is not that which is in the ground, but that which is above the ground. And the critical resource are the knowledge and skills of the people within the country. Today I come to you in India, encouraging us to think collectively about how do we leverage the resources above the ground. The knowledge, the skills, the talent that we have in this country and in our companies so that we can get maximum value. I hope you leave with. Think, behave, and have fun. Think. I've thrown out a lot of ideas today. I hope some of those confirm what you have. Behave. I hope you've learned things you can do. One of my favorite cartoons. A group of turkeys came to a 2-day workshop. And in the 2 days, they learned how to fly. They flew in the morning, they flew at night, they flew in the evening, they flew at dusk, they flew at dawn, over the buildings, around the city. At the end of the 2 days, they all walked home. I hope you walk away, not just this, but yesterday and tonight and tomorrow, with an idea that you can use. Think, behave, and have fun. And let me tell you the metaphor I want to end with, because it's one that's powerful for me. Fun is humor and playfulness, and I apologize if I offended anybody. I don't think I did, but I really apologize. I do that to be playful. But let me tell you what real fun is and why many of us are in HR. And the answer for me for that is one word, and her name is Marin. And it's my granddaughter. If I can have a part in creating a world that's better for her, in some minimal way, because of work that's done in India that will affect her, work in Africa that will affect her, if I can do anything to create a better world for that granddaughter, I will do it. And I hope we all feel the same. It's a field of human resources, that we build a system where the human beings feel a sense of meaning, a sense of purpose. And if we collectively share that vision of our son or daughter, or now my granddaughter, and that's the world we're building for, then we're doing the right thing. And I pray that we will go forward and do that. Thank you so much for your time. As we talk about transforming HR, one of the mistakes that often happens is we do one little thing and we assume it's an HR transformation. Companies love what's called best practices. So if a company is doing 8 or 9 different things, we take one and we say we've stolen their best practice and we've implemented it and it's worked. Here's a lesson learned. It's not true. A best practice from a company doesn't work. What you need is a best system. And if you pull one practice out of that system without managing the whole system, the practice may not be implemented well. HR transformation is the same. What sometimes happens in HR transformation is somebody will take one practice. We'll do EHR. We'll do employee shared services. We'll do an HRIS system with PeopleSoft, with Oracle, with SAP, and we've transformed HR. Not true. What we want to do in this book is to give you the entire roadmap of what good HR transformation looks like. We believe there's 4 phases. Phase 1 is why. Why are we doing HR transformation? HR transformation is done to better respond to a business context. The context has general environmental conditions, political, social, economic, global,
demographic that change the world in which we live. Context also has specific stakeholders: investors, customers, regulators, suppliers, competitors, union groups. These stakeholders and these general conditions give me the rationale as to why we should do HR transformation. If we're doing HR transformation, the first piece of that agenda is answering why. The second phase and the second piece of the agenda is so what? What do we get if we do HR transformation? The what question begins to define the outcomes. What are the benefits of the transformation? We've defined that very clearly. The benefits of an HR transformation are the capabilities that a company needs to compete and win. And by capabilities, we mean what the company is good at doing. Apple, Google are good at innovation. Walmart is good at cost. Nokia is good at global distribution. General Electric is good at building their leadership depth. UPS, Federal Express are very good at accountability. Whatever the organization needs to be good at and known for, that becomes the outcome of an HR transformation. Phase 1 is why we do it. Phase 2 is what we get from why we do it. Phase 3 is the one that gets a lot of attention. How do we do transformation? And there's 3 parts of that. Part 1 of how do we do it is how do we change the HR department? An HR department needs a structure, a strategy, so that it can deliver against the expectations. We want to transform HR and build a good HR department. HR also means the set of HR practices, the people we hire, the performance management systems we have, the communication systems we have, and the organization we structure. HR also means the department, the practices, and the people in HR. When we do HR transformation, how we do that is to make sure that our department is organized and focused on the right things, that our practices are aligned and integrated and innovative, and that our HR people have the competencies for their future. And then phase 4 is who does it. Who does it talks about who has what responsibilities. Line managers are often the owners. They're the ones accountable ultimately for transformation. HR professionals are the architects to really take the lead at designing transformation. The employees are the recipients. The consultants, advisors are the counselors. All of those people come together. Our overall model of HR transformation is very simple. Why are we doing it? What's the context? What do we get if we do it well? That's the outcomes. How do we do it? The department, the practices, and the people. And who does it? The line managers, the employees, and the HR professionals. When all of those phases come together, we have begun to effectuate a successful HR transformation.